So this is at Saint Francis of Assisi, and this mass was actually held at 5 o'clock at night, and we also went on December 9th. So when I first walked into this church, I noticed that it was still very large, but it was much smaller than Saint Ignatius of Loyola. I actually really liked the architecture in this church, and when I saw the crowd of people, like they were dressed very casual, and it was more as though they wanted to be there and like made sure that they made it. There was a lot of minorities, and the people just seemed like really engaged in everything that, the church did. They really made sure that everyone was getting involved when they would sing, and they actually tried to encourage you. As you can see, this man lifts his arm up every time it is time for the people to sing. So it really helped out with following along in the music. As I was just talking about, he raised his hand up, and that was signifying that we should be singing the next part. The next thing that we sang was the responsorial psalm, and it was God Has Done Great Things by Marty Hogan. I would definitely describe this church as being very inviting. Some woman actually came up to me and Nicole before the mass started and asked if we would like to bring the gifts up to the altar. His homily was actually very interesting and easy to follow. He related it to more to like everyday things and like things that we understood. So like I really appreciated that, and I found that it was easy to follow and easy to pay attention.
Far away and is largely absent from the mundane details of the human condition. Oh, to be sure, should we ever feel badly about ourselves, we expect this God to be there on the spot to console us and to bolster our self-esteem.
Overall, I would say that I really enjoyed this church. The music was really interesting, and it was actually a piano and a drum set, so it wasn't like overpowering, and you could hear the lyrics that they were singing. I grew up going to a Methodist church, so I never really liked Catholic churches because they were kind of different and kind of way more formal than my church. But I felt very comfortable at this one. I felt like I could have showed up in honestly whatever I wanted to, and no one would judge me. There was actually a homeless man who was sitting behind us, and no one bothered him. No one said anything to him. He just came in and sat through the mass, and he left when everyone else left. But I think I would go back to this church.